Happy New Year, everyone! GuardianE here with another Azur Lane video, this time covering the brand new Iron Blood event, Tower of Transcendence. And this, of course, does feature the next ultra-rare ship to drop into the game, ULRICH von Huttenen. So, we're going to be obviously pulling for her, as well as the rest of the ships available on the debut banner. As usual, the video will be broken into two primary parts, the first one being our Day 1 pulls on the limited time raid up banner, and then the second part will be a skins overview and showcase for the new event skins that dropped alongside the event. Of course, there will be timestamps and chapters down below if you would like to skip to a particular part. Before we jump into things, I will just briefly remind you that if you do enjoy the content that we put out, including Azur Lane videos, and you would like to support the channel, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, leaving a comment down below. It really does help us out. We really do appreciate it, so thank you so much. And if not, thank you so much for watching anyway. And here we are on the limited time raid up banner, starting of course from today all the way until the 12th of January, so you do have that span of time to pull for these ships. Naturally featured on the banner is going to be ULRICH herself, who is the UR. There's Prinz Adalbert as the gold ship, there's Elbe as the purple ship, and then you have Magdeburg, who is also an SR gold ship on the banner, although you can also get her for free grinding the event and get her from the exchange shop. Taking a look at the rates, that's reflected here as well. The ultra rare ULRICH is going to be at a 1.2%, Adalbert is going to be at 2%, Magdeburg at the 0.5%, because once again you can get her guaranteed for free, and 2.5% for Elbe. Naturally, we do want to sweep the entire banner if we can. If we don't get Magdeburg, I'm not going to sweat it because, of course, we can get her guaranteed. As always, the ULRICH does have a pity built in, so every 200 pulls on this banner, you do get a guaranteed drop of ULRICH, which is fantastic. Certainly wouldn't mind getting some dupes along the way, so we probably are going to go to the first pity today. Do have 1,600 plus cubes and coins ready to go. These are all free. They're all free cubes and coins. With the exception of maybe like 20 cubes from the cruise pass, something like that. So yeah, these are all saved using my cube hoarding method that I will link in the corner there. And first, let's go ahead and run through these light construction daily pulls that I have. Always like to go through these at the very outset just to see if there are any signs of things to come. Any signs of luck coming our way. Traditionally, we have gotten Akashi. And nothing today, though. Gonna be a bunch of commons. That is alright. Alright, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. We'll start with a 10 pull. Burn through these quick finishers and hope we get some event pulls here. We do want... I would like to get at least one event ship per multi. Don't think that's too much to ask. I'm not a greedy fellow. Just want to keep things moving. Gonna get an elite, non-event elite, Renown, to start things out. Can we get some of that first pull luck? Not looking like it. Definitely not looking like it. Oh no! Not a single event. You know what? We'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll just move on. Just pretend it didn't happen. It's fine. It's fine. We're just building up the luck for this multi. That's all it is. Oh no, is that a sign of things to come? Here we're starting with a gold ship. It's going to be Hood. Yeah. The Royal Navy seeking vengeance against, I guess, the fact that it's an Iron Blood event. I actually really like the flavor. Oh no. The Royal Navy. They're really coming for with a vengeance, apparently. Oh man. Is that how it's going to be? Nope. Oh. Well, that is certainly a rough start. Here's hoping we make up for it. Would be nice. Trying to get some Iron Blood ships. I understand that all the maids can get confusing that are featured on this event, but we are looking for Iron Blood. If you wouldn't mind. Oh no, Akashi, please. Oh, okay, there we go. Our first event ship of today is going to be Elbe, which is great. I'm the Jade-class carrier Elbe, and you're the commander of this fleet? You must be quite sure of yourself to make the one who will bring you victory come to you. So that is fantastic. We are going to be getting the event elite, which is great. No elusive elites today. Not going to get a Boise situation like during the New Jersey banner. Definitely happy to see her. Okay. Seems like she is the only one that's going to be showing up. Ironblood being a little shy. Again, maybe the Royal Navy pushing them to the side. I will say that I really like the flavor of the event as a whole. Just the whole competing cafes type of thing. I think it's a cute premise. You have the Ironblood with the coffee, and oh my god, the Royal Navy. They really are coming in for the kill, aren't they? Prince of Wales as the next gold ship. Love Prince of Wales, but unfortunately, we really didn't need her today. So that's a little bit of a shame. Oh man. Jeez. So, Is this for real? Queen Elizabeth also making an appearance. Oh my god. Royal Navy out for blood. They are out for blood. Oh boy. Yikes. Next, multi in. Jeez. So anyway, I was saying I really like the idea of the competing cafes, the whole like tea versus coffee thing. I don't know. I think it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. King of York. Oh boy. Now there actually aren't that many event ships on the banner, which is what. Oh, there we go. This is going to be our first Ulrich. My first time seeing this animation. Brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. Glad to see her. Absolutely fantastic. I am Ulrich von Hutten, the symbol of the Ironblood's hopes and regrets. Whether my arrival is a cause for celebration or for despair is up to you to decide. I shall respond in kind. Fantastic. One copy of Ulrich down. Happy to see it. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And... oh. Yeah, so as I was saying, there are technically fewer event ships on the banner, so overall you're probably going to be getting, less event ships per multi, I suppose. Especially since the UR has a lower rate overall. But hey, we've gotten 2 out of the 4, 2 out of the 3 really, because we just want to get the banner-only ships mostly. Adalbert, please cooperate. You're arguably my favorite of the banner. Pretty honest, actually, it's not really debatably. You are my favorite of the banner, so please decide to show. I would really, really appreciate it. So far, the only gold ships that we've gotten have, in fact, been non-focus. Okay! What is a rate up? What is a rate up? We're hitting the 0.5% with Magdeburg, which is great. That's fantastic. That is actually going to save me some grinding. That means I don't really have to grind for copies at the event shop, which means I can use that currency to clear out the rest of the shop. So that's not bad. Yo, Ironblood Light Cruiser Magdeburg here. Give me a fist bump to celebrate us becoming homies. Wait, got these metal gauntlets on, so go easy for your own sake. All right. Well, that's not bad. I actually did want to get a copy while we were here, so that's a win. I would definitely say that's a win. At this point, we are only missing, again, probably who is my favorite design of the banner. Just kind of always happens that way. Desire Sensor in action, but it's okay. It's okay. The day is still early. We have plenty of time. There we go. Excellent. There she is. She looks so good, guys. Made it safely to port. Time to have a look around. Question is, where to start? Are you the commander? Alright. Hello. Nice to meet you and all that jazz. See you around. Alright. Oh, that's great. There we go. We got the sweep. We did get the banner-only sweep, so I could technically stop now. Take a look at how far along we are on the banner as a whole. Because like I said, I was planning on going in for some dupes. That was the game plan as a whole. But we'll have to see. Let's take a look here. You know what? We're not going to mess around. It's end of the year. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I guess we are messing around. Hold on. Let me do a 9 pull to compensate for that. Okay. We're not messing around. Let's go ahead and reach the pity. May as well. I said I was going to. It's New Year's. It's a celebration. Why not? Why not? End the year off 2021 with a bang. And an explosion of cubes and coins. Oh, there we go! Okay, and we're going to get rewarded for it with another Ulrich. That's great. I definitely have enough Rainbow Bullens, so it's not like I absolutely need these copies. Still happy to get them, because if we do end up getting, like, multiple, Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties here. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, God. Nevada was crashing my game. I was just going to say that if we do end up getting multiple copies, the URs they so rarely come around that it's nice to get multiple copies if they do get multiple skins down the line. That way you can feature them. It's harder to get multiple copies in the future, so that is that's at least one reason why you might want to keep extra copies around. Anyway, so the whole flavor of the event of like Maid Cafe versus Maid Cafe, coffee versus tea, I think that's really cool. I'm curious, for those of you out there that are watching, are you team coffee or are you team tea? Notwithstanding the factions, I don't want to get into the whole faction of like Ironblood versus HMS or anything. That's not the point. What's your favorite beverage of choice? Are you hashtag coffee or are you hashtag tea? Put it in the comment along with your comment about how you did on the banner and your thoughts and everything else. I want to see those hashtag coffee and hashtag tea. I personally am a coffee drinker. Yes, there we go. Getting another Adalbert. Thrilled to have another copy. I especially wanted another Adalbert because I have a feeling she's going to be getting some great skins in the future. Want to be able to showcase more than one at a time, so that's fantastic. Glad to see her. And that's actually our first dupe. That is, of course, our first dupe of Adalbert. We have gotten a dupe of the UR. We have not gotten any more of the Elite. So I'm thankful we did at least get one copy of the Elite, because that would have been a little disastrous if we went through the 400 pulls and didn't get her. Like, what are the odds of that happening, right? Yeah, it's not like that's happened to me not that long ago. Oh, man. So I know there is some disappointment about the event as a whole from some of the player base that were really hoping for a Royal Navy event. I do feel for you. And yes, there we go. We're getting another Elbe. That is fantastic. Happy to see her. Art is really great for an Elite. It really looks fantastic. I suspect we're going to be getting a Royal Navy event pretty early next year, if I had to guess. I think they realize, so they're doing the change up in 2022 for reruns. I think they realize that it's kind of not really sustainable the way they're currently doing things, how long it takes us to get reruns and new events, and that's why they're changing up the structure a little bit. So I get the sense that they're just changing up the structure in order to accommodate that. So you're going to get more frequent reruns without added ships into it, which I think is an overall good thing, because people that had the original runs then don't have to chase the new rerun ships. And then that means they're going to be shorter, more frequent, and then shorter span, which means more new events with more new ships, which I think is a good thing overall, which ends up meaning that there's going to be more faction representation. And there's another Adalbert. I will take all of them that you want to give me. Absolutely. Love her. Absolutely love her. And there's another Elbe. I will take her too. This is a great multi. Excellent. That is excellent. Alright, into the next 10 here. Like I said, we're going deep. We are going deep. It is a celebration. We are celebrating the New Year's. And again, I'm really looking forward to 2022. I think that it's a good move. Even with the 4 UR system, I think it's fine. I think 4 URs is kind of the sweet spot, because they have made adjustments, like the cruise pass and cruise missions, I should say, that are free, and everything else to increase our overall cube economy and income. So I definitely think you can accommodate the 4 URs and the new events as well, especially if they take like new ships out from the rerun pool, or new ships out of the rerun equation, I should say. So again, I do think it's a positive step, and I do think that 2022 is just going to be, there's going to be more diversification, I think, in general. Now, as for the Ironblood making another appearance at the end of this year, it kind of, oh, we're getting another Adalbert. That's fantastic. I will take them. That is a stalker that I will absolutely not be upset about at all. Keep them coming. But yeah, I do think that definitely have no problems with that at all. Alright, Nevada, Sussex, and gonna be another Indy. We're actually getting a lot of Indy today, surprisingly enough. It's a little bit odd. But yeah, lots of potential, I think. Lots of potential. And people have been so again, there's some mixed feelings, I think, about the UR rate, too. A lot of people were complaining. I do just want to remind everybody, a lot of people were complaining last year about the rate of URs being too slow. Like, the slow trickle, people were just not having it. They were They were like, oh, it's going to take forever to get the URs. I think that 4 does have kind of that happy medium in between things. Oh my god, this multi. What the heck? Oh god. Alright, next in, we've got 50 more pulls to go, so 5 more multis to get into this. I'm going to try to speed things up just a little bit here. We've gotten a lot of Adalberts, and we've gotten, actually, oh, hey, Prinz Eugen making an appearance. She's going to be critical, I think, in the story as well. Glad to see her, and congratulations to her, of course, making the 2nd ranking in the popularity poll. She's definitely a fan favorite. I love her, too. Everybody loves Prinz Eugen, so still happy to see her here, even though I definitely did not need her. That is totally okay. Alright, we're actually running low on the coinage here. It's getting a little dire, but they have made quality of life changes to the coin income too. Now it's way easier getting an Atago, just reminding me that she's here and supporting us. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice that she decided to show up? Love Atago, she's always fantastic. Yeah, with the changes to the coin economy, it's the quality of life changes have been great as far as farming for coins. It really has. So it's easier than ever to get a healthy coin stock. I think before, a lot of people questioned how I was able to get so many coins, and a lot of that had to do with saving and using my cube saving method. If you use the cube hoarding method, you just get a lot of coins in the process too. But yeah, like, for example, right now, we're almost going down to 0 coins. I'm not sweating it, because you can easily get coins back in this game if you do things right. Alright. Winding down here. I think it's been a pretty good haul so far. A little below par, I would say. I mean, Adalbert really picked it up towards the end, which I appreciate. Early on, I would say it was a little bit more on the dire side of things, but we kind of made up for it as we continued along. Alright, last 2 multis. Let's see. Another Erebus. And another Adalbert. Lovely to see her. Always thrilled to have her. Not going to complain about that. Bring him on. I actually need more copies of Prince Heinrich, actually. Because I only got 1 copy during that run. So whenever they return, I'm going to have to go in for another copy of Heinrich, because I know she's going to be getting some fantastic skins in the future. So I want to be ready for that, of course. And here we go. Final multi. Here's how we're going to end off our pulls for today. Let's hope we can end it off with a bang. We haven't gotten a single other ULRICH, other than the 1 dupe that we got early on. So, if we can get that animation, that would be exciting. Are we going to end on a dead multi? You wouldn't do that, right? I don't think you would do that. You wouldn't do that to me, right? You wouldn't end on a dead multi. That's not right. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. Oh no! We ended it on a dead multi. That's fine. It's fine. Let's collect our guaranteed ULRICH here. There she is. So we ended up with 3 copies of ULRICH. There we go, getting that beautiful animation playing once again. Got a whole bunch of Adalberts, got some Elbas. Actually ended up getting the 0.5% event shop ship too. So I'm actually very satisfied with that overall. And at this point, yeah, that's how we're going to end the polls. Now we're going to go and take a look at the absolute banquet of skins that they dropped for this event. There's like 20 of them. Let's jump into those because they look fantastic. So here we are during the event skin overview portion of the video, and once again they did drop a veritable ton of gorgeous, amazing event skins for this event, and I'm gonna try to not ramble quite as much as I usually do. I'm gonna try to be succinct. We'll see how that goes. I know that's not really my forte, but we'll try. Marco Polo in Queen of Hearts. Those are some super serious killer platform heels. Flavor and style of this skin is great. She's got some spark and attitude as she's winking, flashing that card, and tugging on the lace of her shoes. Provocatively, she's kicked up her heels, legs wrapped in those sheer leggings, top fully encapsulated except for the underside of her bust, the pillowy skin, a sharp contrast to the rest of the thick material of her outfit. The bonnet-style hat really suits her and adds this sort of weird countryside juxtaposition to the rest of her outfit that's clearly not from the country. And she might not be Ironblood, but she certainly wears the colors well. Her deep crimson eyes really pop in this skin. This one is really bursting with personality, and I think a great showing for Marco Polo for her first skin. Noshiro in Hold the Ice, it looks like she's taking some orders here. She's got a beautiful heart loop pattern on her apron, got that fetching shoulderless design at the top. Love the lush green vegetation behind her. It actually creates this interesting focal point and contrast against Noshiro's own black and white color palette. The heart motif itself is consistent throughout her entire outfit, from her headdress down to her shoes. Cute twin tails extend down on either side of her, framing her figure. Love the details and the shading in the skin, it's really impressive. What I will say is that Noshiro has no shortage of skins out there, so it has some stiff competition for Noshiro fans who are looking to pick up another skin for her, but I still think it's a really nice one. Chokai celebrates her very first skin with Tidy Store, Tidy Mind. So congratulations, this one is certainly cute. She's bent forward like this, providing an enticing view of her thighs peeking out from under that frilly hemline. Beautiful soft chestnut browns and umbers of the skin. Sunlight streaming in from the back gives this almost this dreamlike and dewy feeling. Chokai herself is looking back at us over her shoulder with her doe-like eyes, and while she is turned away from us, we do get to enjoy the side profile of some of her curves. I get the sense that maybe she was engrossed in her chores, she heard a noise, turned, and our eyes met. Feels like it's telling us a story of a serendipitous encounter. I think it's always really charming when you can craft a story or a scene out of the details of a skin like that. So overall, it's a nice skin. I do lament the fact that Chokai's first skin is not a front-facing one, or even a profile, just because those do tend to have a little bit more detail. Hao in Pastry Princess looks absolutely majestic and beautiful. Bountiful blonde tresses of her hair cascading behind her, darkened at the tips just slightly. Her signature sharp eyes have that distinctive allure to them. Her arms are tied over her head, which lengthens her body line, as well as accentuates the slopes and valleys of her figure. The extravagant red skirt blooms behind her, but the open design from the front gives a fantastic view of her stockinged legs. She is aptly named as the Pastry Princess because she looks delicate, sweet, irresistible, and ready to taste. Penelope in Salty Maid just looks so mature here, with the soft lighting, the demure colors. She has this interesting asymmetrical look going, with one glove and one frilly-edged stocking. Plunging neckline draws your eye to her generous proportions, and the free-floating top invites further glances still. She has almost this melancholy look on her face, melancholy expression, but that adds to her mysterious charm. Her deep purple hair, backlit by the sunshine streaming in through the window, just adds a little bit of a despondent glare or haze to the whole thing. Queen Elizabeth in Yes, Your Maidness, brilliant and vivid lighting and colors from the outdoor composition matches Elizabeth's own glowing disposition, her pristine, flaxen hair, crystal blue eyes, and despite being a maid, she's the one barking orders here apparently. She has a stack of paperwork at her side. She does look like she is being tended to by Warspite, who is also fully animated in this live 2D. So it's fun that this skin actually does feature both ship girls. If you are interested in a 2-for-1 package here, Warspite fans should definitely be thrilled at her inclusion in this skin. Albacore in Catty Surprise. This one is cute and sprightly, full of energy. Albacore has literally sparkles in her eyes in this skin. Definitely laying the cat part of the cat cafe very thick with this skin, the cat ears, the collar, the tail to complete the ensemble. There's even this really unique cat print on the shoes themselves. They have these little cat foot pads at the bottom. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And it looks like she's having a little too much fun unpacking some boxes. Or maybe she was in that box down there and exploded out like a jack-in-the-box once it was opened. Not entirely sure. There is a spring down there, so maybe that's the story. But in either case, she's tossing what looks to be the commander's hat into the air, so maybe she's surprising the commander, grabbed his or her hat and is just tossing that in the air. Who knows? But this one is definitely on the playful side of things. Icarus in At Your Service. Not a ton of frills with this skin, but there is this calm thoughtfulness present. Icarus is crouched down beside some cute cats, and as she tends to them, we get what feels like a very candid snapshot of her genuine kindness, with that adorable fluffy cat on her lap. I also like the fact that the Maid uniform itself matches the cerulean blue of her eyes. I think that's a nice touch. And again, I think it just has this soothing and calming presence. It almost gives her an Alice in Wonderland type of look. The backdrop features a staircase, an assortment of different paintings and clocks. A little bit on the plain side as a whole, but I do think it has a nice effect. Bismarck in Iron Black Elysium. She looks pretty no-nonsense. She has this smart and prim uniform, ready to take orders. The setting itself feels kind of dark and moody. Even the evening glow streaming in through the windows has this relatively deep and oppressive air to it. But despite all of this, her icy blue eyes really shine through, even with her relatively deadpan expression. Love how her long, beautiful hair is trailing behind her, almost gives it a whimsical appeal to it, especially in contrast to the surrounding colors. The tops of her thighs are peeking out from just under the hemline of the skirt, and that's really most of the skin that she's showing here. I do like the little iron blood colored ribbon tie that's around her neck. I think that's a nice touch. Now, I could be wrong. It does feel like this skin is done by a different artist. I do actually appreciate and like this rendition of Bismarck in general, so whoever's handling her, I think she's in good hands. Z46 in Chronicles of Dust Wars, very dutiful at dusting the Bismarck chibi statue in earnest. Looks very cute with that jacket, with the red diamond stitch pattern on the lining within it. Besides the story with the dusting and the Bismarck chibi, both of which are very, very adorable, the skin itself is relatively basic in overall design, a little simplistic, but pretty darn cute nonetheless. U47 in Urban Maid. Love the dynamic movement and action in this skin. She's carrying some delicious delivery and is plowing through the air to make sure that she's on time. The scooter itself has really cute iron blood design on the front. U47's hair is whisked up by the momentum. Short skirt barely contains her modesty as she's sailing through the sky from this low-angle view. She's a sub on a mission, gotta respect it, leaving everyone else to be distracted by her exposed midriff and thighs. Leipzig in storefront training. Looks like she's handing out some flyers for the cafe. She's a little shy from having to do such an extroverted and confrontational task, but she's a trooper and doing it in earnest, and it looks like she's handing us a flyer. Really, really lovely colors and palette in the skin itself. The rich black peppered with streaks of this ruby red. There's a lovely tartan plaid design on her top, as well as some scandalous straps pulled tight around her bust line and between her cleavage. Some nice frills at the top of her stocking. I am just impressed, I think, with the overall composition of the outfit that she has on here. Really suits her, and she looks really great in it. Hakuryu in Slice, Dice, and Serve is just a fun feast for the eyes. She's always been stacked from her default art, just mostly covered and leaning back. This art has her open-bloused and leaning forward, which naturally lends itself to an incredible eyeful of her smooth, heavenly curves with a tie nestled in between. She looks just as tasty as the fresh sushi boat she's expertly put together for us. Candid and brilliant smile that we're not used to seeing on Hakuryu. It's refreshing and uplifting. She looks so cheerful, in fact, that if she didn't have her signature large side horn and those distinctive dragon eyes, I might not have recognized her. Composition of the skin is lovely, full of chaotic energy. She's just gorgeous. I adore the sushi boat that she's serving, the slices of food, the plates, and other miscellaneous objects just flying through the air around her. It just has this fun turbulence that's really engaging, while she looks completely and entirely in control with that sparkling expression. Her long ponytail and a twist and twirl behind her, she just looks so attractive. I love this skin. August von Percival in the Conquered Unhooled. Boldly seductive pose. She is luxuriously just sprawled out there, arms stretched over her head, the ribbon playfully in her mouth as the long, silky hair drapes and cascades over her arms behind her. The position just showcases all of her sultry, ripe curves and contours of her body. Beautiful, soft, muted colors. She has her legs kicked up, which lifts the skirt to reveal delicious, first-rate thighs encased in the delicate white stockings and garters. The pure whites and blacks of her outfit serve to accentuate the inviting glow of her immaculately smooth skin peeking through the generous openings in her top and pulled up skirt. This fantastic lighting brings the houseplants on the side to life. You have the orange essence water in the back, providing this appropriate just splash of color throughout the composition. August von Percival looks delectable in this Maid outfit, and this is just a dynamite debut for her first skin. U1206 in Maid Just For You. Her vibrant red and black patterned hair is wafting in the breeze. Looks a little rough and raggedy, which honestly I think adds to her overall appeal and charm. We have this low angle shot that provides a view of the elaborate pattern beneath the skirt, strap tight and secured around her thigh. Smooth off-white thigh highs extend down to some really interesting cross-themed heels that you can't really see here. Looks like she's got some bright red leashes in her hand in tow, maybe to take care of some of the cats in the area, not really sure. She's turning back and flashing us an adorable smile. Very, very cute expressions across the board, bright eyes are highlighted. I think this really suits her, it's a great skin. Elbe in Time to Show Off. Now what is she showing off exactly? Quite a compromising and daring pose, full-on squat, as she's taking on more servings of beer than she can handle apparently. It's an impressive balancing act, that's for sure. Low angle perspective combined with the pose and expression paves the way for some scandalous thoughts, not to mention the fact that the floor surface itself is pretty reflective, and you can enjoy another tasty angle from Elbe here. Her eyes have this brilliant kaleidoscope of colors, if you hone in on it. Love the ribbons and the frills, as well as the opening in the bust line area. The huge glossy twin tails are really dynamic, and I love the attention to detail and the shading on the strands of hair themselves. Really, really nicely composed. I think this is a fun and awesome skin. Magdeburg in Cat Cafe Cleanup. A little bit basic and simple in style. Clean lines and light shading. It almost reminds me of an animation cell. But her expression while yelling at the cat is absolutely priceless and makes me smile every time I see it. There's just so much charm and personality here. I enjoy that she retains her signature red claw. There's that beautiful fade of the black hair into the deep crimson. And despite her looking very, very cross, you can tell that she's something of a softie, a little bit of a pushover when it comes to chastising the cats, which is undeniably cute, and this skin does a great job of capturing that perspective, that side of Magdeburg. And as a little bonus, you get ULRICH in the back there. Undeniably one of the skins that I was looking forward to the most in this batch. We have Prinz Adalbert with After Hours Service. We're going to go ahead and pick this one up right away. Okay, we get a nice little pan. All the Manjuu are sleeping after a party, and it is after hours as she's kicking up those legs and giving a firm tap to her spectacular bust and a finger gun right into our hearts. Did I doze off? I just meant to rest my eyes for a sec after closing up, but look how long I slept. Hang on, why are you still here, Commander? Alright, so here we are, log in. Get a nice little pan up, and she shoots that heart. Kicks the one leg up on top of the other. That is tantalizing. Main screen 1, taking orders, moving dishes. Okay. I just like how playful and organic it all feels. Like she's moving her hands, gesturing, her legs moving along the cider. Main screen 2. Not a fan of the liquor menu. It looks like she's just sniffing the cup before she tosses it away. And then does a little kind of handy gesture where she twirls the glass back into her hand. Main screen 3. Oh! Manjuu in action. She's doing a little balancing act. Pretty impressive. Oh! She dropped it and kind of sheepishly scratches her head. Main screen 4. Heinrich nicknamed her Eisen, thinking about naming it too. Okay, little bartender tricks. It looks like she's taken off her heel and is pressing her feet into that Manjuu at the end there. Normal touch. I'm no marionette here. That is so cute. I love that she kicks her legs and has a little scrunch face expression. That's amazing. Special touch. Oh my god, she slides out her tongue. She's got a flush on her face. Gently tugs on the garter. That's a spicy animation. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that one up close. That's amazing. Rub, so this is gonna be a little head pat. She looks very satisfied. Oh, she stretches out her entire body. Tugs on the stocking a little bit. I love it. I love it, I love it. She actually drops the glass on a Manjuu in the back. With a little bump on his head. Yeah. Mission reminder. Oh, looks like there's a little UI that appears, so she's waving at us and then tapping her bust line again. That's always appreciated. Mission complete. Finished a mission, so you've earned yourself a drink. Oh, and she tugs at the bottom of that top. That is delicious. Mail reminder. Mail always finds you wherever you go. Oh, a little wink and a smile with that envelope. Return to port. Oh, I'm all ears if you got any requests. Oh, I love this one. It busts open the saloon doors, brings us in, gives us a little wink and a teasing tongue action. Commission complete. Yep, she just does a little wiggle on the bar. Certainly can't complain about that. And of course, I'd be completely remiss if I didn't take a closer look at the special touch animation. Looks like there's a little drop within the glass she's trying to get to, so she slides her tongue out, looks a little embarrassed, but then she goes ahead and tugs on the garter, which snaps back and creates a nice little jiggle in her thigh. Oh man, that's a spicy animation. Prinz Adalbert looks stunning here. This one's a little bit loose on the Maid interpretation, granted, but instead has more of this parlor or a saloon theming, which I actually think is really clever. Her pigtails have these wonderful bouncy curls full of luxurious volume. She greets us with this inviting smile to come sit at the bar, enjoy a delicious cocktail, and also drink in the delicious view of her shapely, stocking-encased legs and the tightly wrapped swell of her spectacular bust line. She's kicking her heels in a really charming and adorable way. Silky, smooth thighs are on display, those garter straps digging into the soft skin. The adventurous top is low cut with an opening at the bottom as well, and filled to capacity with Adalbert's exquisite curves. The blood red crimson and black is always a striking composition. Cute Maid mop cap on her head also features some cute cat ears as part of the whole cat Maid cafe motif. She's wearing a wonderfully frilly skirt, decidedly girly in sharp contrast to her default sort of rugged welder engineer look that she has. Delightfully bouncy animations are a joy to look at. Adalbert just looks absolutely scrumptious here. This one was worth every single gem. And last but certainly not least, we have Mayhem Maid with ULRICH von Hutten. Let's go ahead and grab this one too. Sigh, do you really have to bother me during my break? It's a joke. No need to take it so seriously. I was looking for someone to kill some time with anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and pop her in this. Let's take a look at some of these animations. Log in. Oh, I saw this in the preview on the Twitter. Oh, I love that they just add such a dynamic feel to this skin. Introducing it where she's obviously singing on stage, that whole punk rock motif, that theme that she's got going on, it's definitely her look. I want to look at this again. I love that they changed the backdrop. Such a dynamic animation, shifting her way to the back and away from all of the noise and bustle. I just think it's so good. Main screen 1, really need to head back, but the little one, just a pain in the ass. Oh, she just feeds the little cat. That's cute. It's very cute. Main screen 2. Fan outside is so freaking loud. Really need my alone time. Oh, she tugs on that top a little bit. Very nice animation. Who put these damn stickers here? It looks like she is a little rough around the edges as you would kind of expect from her appearance. Main screen 3. Oh, door opens up here. Yep, I'll give him one warning. Looks like, oh, that is going to be the rigging, the Ironblood rigging behind her, waiting for her within. Main screen 4, not really worried about Elbe. She knows when to stop. Yep, okay, not a main source of worry. I like that she kind of like snatches and like disappears that that glass, that can with the straw. Looks like it might be an energy drink, which is definitely on theme. Normal touch here. Welcome back, Master. May I take your order? Are you happy with that? Looks like she's teasing us a little bit here. Special touch. Oh, whoops. It just goes over here. What a pain in the ass. Oh, and she does a little tug and a cleanup of the energy drink that she spilled on herself. The top is very, very strappy and tight on her. A head rub or head pat here. Little ones do really like it when you do this to them. And she's talking about the cats, I guess. She's kind of shaking her can a little bit. I feel like the head pat could have a little bit more animation to it. Mission reminder. You accept the mission. Oh, the cat makes another appearance. I do like the sleeved look that she has. Mission complete. Oh, that's a cool little trick. A little coin pops out of her purse and goes into the drink. Oh, and I like how she takes a sip too from the straw. That's a nice animation. Mail reminder. There's some mail. Got the cat bringing a little envelope. She doesn't seem to care too much about that, but at least the cat cares. Return to port. Glug glug. Ah, that hits the spot. Ah, it's already empty. Mind grabbing me another can? Seems like she might have a little bit of an energy drink addiction. I can relate to that a little bit, to be honest with you. So, commission complete. Please return from their commissions. Hurry up and decide whether you or I go to greet them. I do like that her hand gestures do match the overall line as well. While we're here, I do want to actually just take a minute to look at the dynamic mode for ULRICH, because obviously they have added this sort of dynamic mode to all of the URs, which is really nice so that they have some inherent animations and things like that. I do like the dark streaks coming from her. I like the glow of the red, almost like a web beneath her. And of course the articulation of the little kind of spider legs that are near her, the pulsing of the rigging, all looks really, really good. So once again, taking a closer look, it seems as though we followed ULRICH to the service area of the stage or the cafe, secluded and away from the hustle and bustle. She maintains her rebellious punk rocker look with her gleaming yellow eyes piercing straight through us. Devilishly short skirt, strappy, revealing top as a more gothic take on a French Maid uniform, leads to this really unique blend of frilly and edgy. Overall look really, really suits her slender, lean body line. She has a surprisingly adorable cat accessory on her side, gives a little indication as to maybe the softer or warmer side of ULRICH beneath that steely exterior. She's certainly rocking some impressive platform boots with a heart motif on the side. Goes well with her theme, and of course she's got some, it looks like some empty cans of that energy drink next to her that's fueling her addiction. Her stockings themselves actually have sort of a web pattern at the top too, a little cobweb pattern, which does again match the overall theme because she does have sort of the spider rigging and arms and appendages around her default outfit. So yeah, it's really nice overall. I do prefer this over her default outfit, so I'll definitely be keeping her in this one. Alright, well I think that is going to wrap things up for today. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you did, if you're one of the few people that have stuck around at this point in the video, you're a very, very special person. You are a very cultured commander. So thanks so much for sticking around. Let me know in the comments below how you did on the day one polls, how you like the event, how you're liking the new ships, how you're liking the new skins. Did you pick up any of them, or are you thinking about picking up any of them? I'd like to know down below. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. We thank you all so much for watching and for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very, very best for you, your family, and your friends. Happy, happy New Year, everyone. And until next time, let's protect those waters.